Yeah, so you been drinking your water like you ain't had nothing to drink in centuries?
I haven't. What?
Did you start it?
Yeah.
How do I look on the camera?
You look good.
Oh, I need to take my hair down. Don't say I look good and then I get the video back and I don't like it.
I mean, you know how you look right now. That's how you look. You look good.
No, I don't look good. I got a headache.
What?
Did you gonna do the intro?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Why your head down?
I don't know.
You talk. 1, 2, 3. What?
You doing the intro?
Okay. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Welcome back to the Pitch Family Gang. It's your boy Latino here on left of me, my beautiful wife
Taylor.
and we are back with another
Video.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all can see by that title and thumbnail, we decided to have a sit-down video. I'll let y'all know, how the whole situation and the experience with having baby boy Grayson. But real quick, before we get into it, for all the new subscribers, because I see we got a lot of new family members coming in and joining in, and much love, appreciate that baby boy over there. So our head turning, he right behind the camera. But start coming. But for all the people that's new to the channel, we appreciate y'all. If y'all don't know, my name is Latino once again. This is my wife Taylor. We've been married for
4 years.
4 years and
1 month.
not you put the whole. We have 4 kids. I have 2 already before we even got married. Then me and her got 2 on our own, which is our new addition, baby boy over there, Grayson.
And Gianna.
Gianna, we started this YouTube journey way back in 21.
When Gianna was pregnant with Gianna oldest, our oldest.
Yeah, pretty much this channel really was based off of food challenges, vlogs, pranks, and somewhat of our daily life. And, so now it's kind of mixed up everywhere. So to be aware, we're supposed to start a podcast. We never started it. Whenever that starts, but, somebody's got to be on board and
they ducks in a row.
But that's a little background of us. That's about it. So we just here, just living life and just trying to make the best out of it. And we are some godly people,
Oh, he didn't even tell y'all how long we've been together. He told y'all how long we was married.
How long we been together?
You tell him.
We've been together for 7 years in total.
Look at you. Good job.
You trying to test me.
Yeah, because you definitely don't be
See,
doing.
that's another thing. She be trying to play me, y'all. She be trying to blast me, put me on. But anyway, that's another story. But
for a different day, because he's so full of baloney and juice.
So that's a little background for all the people that don't know us and that's new to the channel. Like again, we on the road to 100K. After 100K, we're going to 1K. Then after 100K, we're going to 1K. Then after 1K, we're gonna go to 100K.
That's his thing. I don't know what he's talking about. He skipped from 1K to 100K.
I know, that was kind of weird. But y'all let us know what y'all want.
You've been doing that in all those videos. He do that every time.
So we're going to 100K.
Okay.
For real. We gotta speak that. We're gonna do this.
Okay.
We're gonna get that plot.
100K.
Yeah, we're gonna. Anyway, y'all, let's get into the video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and turn on all post notification bells. And if y'all new right now, please go ahead and subscribe and join us and watch us grow. And let's get it. So, tell me how you want to start today. How your little,
He said we was a godly couple. We are a godly couple.
She went back to the that's what speak on it. Yeah, we are.
Well, we got to start from the baby before we conceived Grayson.
You right.
So, last year in January, no, it wasn't January.
July.
It was February. February is when I first went to what is considered our home church.
Yeah.
And so I visited them first, and then I wanted to make sure that there was a church that my family could grow in. At the time, it was just me, him, and Gianna. And so I ended up visiting the birthing room here in Oklahoma City. And then I ended up I don't know how long after that, because at the time when I visited, they only had 5 o'clock service, and that was kind of too late for our family. So then they switched it to 3 o'clock. So I think that was like in February or March or somewhere around there.
That's far I came.
And that's when he visited the birthing room.
Yeah.
But fast forward, we had been attending the birthing room for like 4 or 5 months. His birthday's in July, so he's a summer baby. Everybody's not fortunate, I was born in the wintertime. My mama wasn't thinking about me. My mom wasn't thinking about me. Having a birthday in December, she wasn't really caring about when the baby was born. So we didn't have any fun birthdays. But anyway, I decided to treat my husband to a good weekend in Dallas. We went to Spa Castle.
That's a fast forward. That's a fast forward what you did.
Yeah, I said fast forward.
Oh, okay.
But we went to Spa Castle in July to celebrate his, how old you are? His birthday. He don't want me to tell you how old he is.
Yeah.
He ain't even that old, but whatever.
My 25th birthday.
For how many ever times. Anyway,
Chill.
So we went to Dallas that weekend. Left Gianna here with family. We was out there for 2 days. Well, I guess it was like an overnight stay, and then we came back the next day. We went to Spy Castle, hung out.
Had an amazing time at Spy Castle. At that.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was nice.
I think we vlogged that, didn't we? We did vlog it. So we did vlog it. We vlogged it. It was at Spy Castle, but we ended up going out there. We had some good tacos. Them tacos was busting.
No, it was busting.
And then we went out. I don't remember the name of the place, but I found it on TikTok. It was like a lounge area where they had like different places to eat and stuff like that. It was kind of like a paseo area where you have multiple different things to do in a small section. We went down there. We had a good time. We came back. Last year, if y'all recall, or if I even mentioned, I was a part of a play called God Are You Listening, where I was a stage manager.
Right here?
Yeah, right here. And so after we came back from down there, we got really into hard working towards the production because it was like 3 weeks away before it was showtime. So we did a lot of hotel work from there. Now, y'all, the funny thing about it was the day of the production, I got so frustrated that nobody was listening to me that I cried. And that to me should have gave me some type of inkling that I was off. I don't even think he knows that.
What?
They were moving the set for God Are You Listening up or back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I asked them to keep it up. Everybody voted against me and wanted to move it back. And I started crying because I felt like nobody was listening.
God Are You Listening?
And so I sat there and threw a fit for like a good 5 minutes. And then I snapped out of it and was like, okay, let me get my wits back on.
Well, what this got to do with?
That was the first sign that I was pregnant.
Really? I thought we did it. I thought I knew that before we even did.
No, we found out the week after.
It was?
Because it was Mercedes' birthday. I went out with her for her. Anyway, y'all, because I don't want to get y'all lost in the story. So after the production turned out good. We did really good. Everything turned out really nicely. That next week was my best friend's birthday. We went out. I think I had a mimosa at the restaurant, or she had a mimosa.
Oh, you're right. I remember.
And the drink was really, really strong to me. If you ever had a mimosa, mimosas aren't that strong.
They're just a little soft.
But baby, I felt like I was drunk.
They're a little soft.
And I was like, ain't no way that I'm drunk off of one drink. That next week, I was a week after. The next week, I went to work. My coworker was with me at work, and she was like, I kept eating pickles for breakfast, lunch, and a snack. And I didn't realize that I was doing that until like day 3. By day 3, I went and got a pickle, and I was like, okay, this is kind of getting out of hand. Let me just take a pregnancy test and see if I'm pregnant. So I go get a pregnancy test with my pickle. So I ate my pickle first. I ate my pickle first, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go take a
Pickles
test.
in your mouth? Like
This was a
pregnancy test? That's
no.
wild.
I finished it, and then I went. So I went around lunchtime to go get the pickle. Then I went, ate my pickle, went to the bathroom, and I'm like recording myself. I think that you put a piece. I don't know if you've ever put it, but I made a video.
Oh yeah.
I put it in when we announced it.
Yeah, we got the whole blog, a video
so,
of it too.
I went to the bathroom. If y'all seen in the other video, I went to the bathroom, and I swear I could have swore to you guys that I didn't think. I was like, "There's no way that this is gonna be positive." When I tell you that thing lit up pregnancy, that lit up pregnant, I lost myself. I was like, "Ain't no way, ain't no way." At this point, mind you, we had been back from Texas for like 5 to 6 weeks at that time.
That's why we had too much partying at. That's what the main source started at, was in Texas.
By the time I found out I was pregnant, we were at least 5 to 6 weeks pregnant.
That's crazy.
Had no idea that I was pregnant. So I had to come home, show him the pregnancy test. Why am I taking pregnancy tests at work? I don't know. I just felt like in my spirit that it was gonna be negative, and I was just gonna throw it in.
If we got a video of that too of her surprise me, I'll put that on here as well.
So of course I had to tell him the same day because there was no way for me to hold that information. So we told him, y'all can go back and look at that video. I don't want to go too far depth in that because we've already videoed that. Fast forward a couple months later, there was a little bit of vulnerability during that time. Me and my husband weren't in the best spot. So when we found out we were pregnant, I cried. I don't think I cried because I was happy. I think I cried because I was sad. And the only reason why I'm gonna say that is because me and him, we weren't seeing eye to eye at the time. We were in a really bad part, a rough spot in our marriage. So for us to be like pregnant, I'm like, this is just the worst timing. Like this is the absolute worst timing that we could ever
bring a
be
whole
pregnant.
other human in this world.
And we weren't even really talking to each other around the time I found out I was pregnant. We were talking, but we weren't like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, beef, bro.
We literally had beef because I was not in the place to talk to him. He was not in the place to talk to me. I showed my coworker Ashley. Shout out to Ashley. She was the first person that I told I was pregnant to, and I just cried in her arms because I'm like, me and him are not in the best spot. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if we are supposed to be in this situation together. I don't know if we're supposed to carry this baby. I don't even know if we're gonna be married this time next year. So after telling him and all that happened, things kind of got better. We had our doctor's appointment. Baby boy was doing good. We didn't have our first appointment until I was almost 12 weeks.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was a long time. And that was the one she was like, do y'all want to know the gender?
Oh yeah.
And we also had that in there as well.
Yeah.
But we waited a long time for our office visit. I was sick as a dog, y'all. Like Gianna was like, I was sick with her, but I felt like I could like navigate what I couldn't eat at the time when I was pregnant with her. With him, I couldn't eat nothing. Everything he would like get me or anything he would cook, it would just make me sick and I would vomit.
I got to the point where like, I don't know, you tell me what you want to eat, because anything I pick, you gonna throw it up or you ain't gonna like it. And showing up when I tell her, when I pick, and that's when I pick. Nah, I'm gonna throw that up. I said, pick.
He did that like 99% of the pregnancy. Anytime he'd be like, what do you want to eat? But everything that even then when I used to like find things to eat, I would still throw it up no matter if I wanted it or not.
Yeah, even if you wanted it, you would still just
like my brother would buy me food, I would throw the food up, he would buy me. So and it'd be stuff that I would pick.
You just got to the point where you can hold nothing down, like no matter what it was. Like
my first trimester and a half, I'm gonna say half of my second trimester, I lost about a good 15 pounds from just nausea, vomiting, not being able to hold anything down. And I was like, this has to be a freaking girl, because ain't no way a boy, because they say boys are easier. Boys have to be easier.
Everybody different, boo. Everybody go through their own little.
We didn't find out the gender till December. So we were pregnant. We got pregnant in July. We had multiple appointments between then and there. We didn't find out the gender until the week of my birthday.
Yeah.
So, going back a little bit.
And she was mad because she couldn't do nothing. She's like, I can't even do nothing now. It's like, chill.
I was pregnant for both times for my birthday.
That was God saying you to not go nowhere. That's all that was. Everything happened for a reason.
You want to tell them what happened in November?
Around November. I forgot the exact date.
13th or 14th.
Yeah, but anyway, I was actually playing a game. I think I was.
You was watching. You weren't playing the game.
You was watching a movie.
You was watching a movie.
Yeah. So I was watching a movie. So she kept all her in there. So
why are you saying it like that?
It's like it sounded. I was just like, at first I was like, all right, she probably just having like some regular little, pain. So she was like, just kept going. So I was like, I start thinking like, all right, what's going on? And she's all like, babe. Like, man, what now? So anyway, I went in there.
That movie had to be good.
It was
because he was not trying to come see about your girl.
You know, when you're in a movie, you lost, you stuck, and you focused. When it's good,
or is it just him?
Nah. They know what I'm talking about. But anyway, fast forward. So she was like, she just kept hurting. I checked on her. She was like, nah, this ain't normal. So she stayed in bed. I was like, all right, just let me know. I can take to the doctor if it's keep going. You know, that's pretty much all I could do. I'm not a doctor. I couldn't do nothing. I rubbed her back. That wasn't doing nothing. I was trying to rub her stomach. That wasn't doing nothing.
We tried heating pads.
I
was laying on the floor.
She was on the floor. So at that point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back in here watch movies. Let me know if you need anything. She just kept going. So she bust out the room at this point.
You forgot throwing up.
Oh, yeah, she started throwing up, yeah. And then after that, she just like bust out the room, and she just like, this ain't normal, babe. This something ain't right. This ain't normal. I know my body. This ain't right. She literally on the floor like just crying. And just I was like, okay, dang, this is probably some serious. So at this point, I'm like, all right, forget the movie. I like, if you need me to take to the hospital, we can go ahead and go to the hospital right now. Like, let's do it. You just give me the word, we going. Wait a minute. I just want to make sure. So long story short, like she said, she kept throwing up, and she's laying there. And she at one point, it felt like it was going away, right? It felt like it was going away, then it come back like, nope, I'm still here.
It was getting even more intense every time we would come back.
So long story short, so she ended up getting to the point like, yeah, let's go. Pack my bag, let's get to the hospital, let's go. Something ain't right, let's go get checked. I want to make sure the baby's all right, because that's our concern too. Like, okay, let's just make sure the baby's good, all that good stuff. So we packed up, went to the hospital, woke Gianna up, got her look.
We didn't even want to wake her up. That was a part of the reason why we wanted to wait to see if it was going to subside, because waking her up, and it was a weekday.
Off for school, yeah. So anyway, we got to the hospital. She laying there. Doctor came in, checking her out, looking at her, and next thing you know, she ended up having a what did you call it? Appendicitis the whole time, which is
they came in and checked the baby first.
Yeah, they had to make sure. So the baby was good. So that was a good sign. I was like, okay, the baby was good.
And I was low key mad because they didn't show us the ultrasound when he was checking the ultrasound. He didn't let us see it when he was doing the ultrasound.
Oh, he sure didn't.
He came in. He basically was like, "Let me check the baby. What side is he pain on?" He was pressing on my stomach.
Yeah.
And he did the ultrasound. He's like, baby looks good, baby's moving, blah blah blah.
Heart rate good.
Boom. Mind you, we didn't even get to see what the baby looked like. Well, he just looked at it and closed the thing.
He didn't know what he was doing. He wasn't the ultrasound.
Exactly. So then he left out, and then he came back and he goes, well, there's two options. We can do an ultrasound or we can do a CT scan.
Yeah.
And he said, I think it might be your appendix, but we won't know unless we get a CT scan with contrast. And I said, okay. The biggest holdup was I had to make sure he was good because they said the contrast could affect the baby.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I was scared.
I looked at him and I said, I was just waiting on his answer.
But I was like, but at the same time, I kind of left with no choice. Kind of either this or it's going to get turned into something worse and it's going to bust. And you know how they go. If y'all know about those, they bust. It can be fatal. So it was just like, let's do it. Let's just pray, stay with faith, and pray on it. Let's go ahead and get it done. Whatever works to take care of you, get you fixed up, and get you feeling better. So we got it done. Boom.
Mind you, they didn't give me no medicine for a long time. They didn't give me no pain medicine, nothing for a long time.
You wasn't sitting there
I was so mad. I was throwing up. Green, and I didn't even realize I was throwing up green until we went to the hospital because we was at the home.
It switched to green by the time you got to the hospital.
I didn't even turn the light on to see what color my vomit was either. I just thought it was a part of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
So they waited forever to give me pain medicine and nausea medicine.
That's crazy.
So I was in pain up until they gave me the CT scan. I think is when they first gave me my first dose of pain medicine.
Yeah.
I thought I was going home.
Nope. Listen, you here. So we had to spend the night in the hospital like we was having a baby. So neither one of us was prepared for that.
We
thought
we had a 3-year-old.
We thought she gonna be. They probably gonna check it. But okay, it's just this. You know what I'm saying? Just go home and do this. You good? It's normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing like that. It was just no. Y'all here. We gotta go do emergency surgery, and that's what it was. So we got done with the surgery and.
Tell them how long we had to wait for the surgery.
Man, it took us like 24 hours almost.
So they basically said that it was an emergency situation. I really originally wanted to go to the hospital that I worked at. I thought we were going to be in and out, so that's why we went to the one that was closest to the house. So I asked them if I could just go to the other hospital because my doctor that I worked for was on call.
Mm-hmm.
They told me no, it was an emergency situation. I had to have the surgery. Mind you, this was midnight. We didn't have surgery until 3 o'clock later on that day for it to be an emergency.
That's crazy. So that thing could have erupted right in there.
Man, so obviously it wasn't that bad.
Right. They probably just
it was bad. The pain was bad.
They would have run up the hospital bill on you.
Man, because the guy that was going to do my surgery, he got off call at 7. So I had a whole different surgery than the one that they told me was going to do my surgery.
Yeah. So fast forward, so she ended up getting the surgery done. So after that, they checked on the baby. The baby was still good. So
I did stay another night over 2 to monitor the baby.
I
stayed 2 nights.
Yeah. So after a while, they did the check on the baby was good still. So that was a good sign. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. So she was going through it. We got home finally, and she started going through the healing process, and it was a journey.
He had to bath me, y'all.
Oh Lord.
I seen a whole different. I got to see a whole different version of my husband after I had the surgery. He had to help me with everything. Yeah. He had to cook. He had to clean. He had to help with Gianna, and he had to help with me. He had to get up at night when I had to go to the bathroom because I was still pregnant to help me go to the bathroom to get in and out of the bed. It was a big process for I think the first full week was really hard on us because he had to do a lot. Plus he was working. He had just started a new job, so he was not able to miss work. He wasn't allowed to stay home with me. I was staying at home by myself.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So, and Gianna, I don't even know, was Gianna going to school?
Yeah, she had to because...
No, Gianna did not go to school for a whole week.
That's what happened with all that.
She didn't go to school for a whole week because she had nowhere to get to and from school because he was working evenings, so I had nobody to drop her off and pick her up.
It was rough.
It was a rough situation. This was all around the time, I think, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
Behind the scenes, man, this is stuff that was going on when we wasn't vlogging, doing stuff, doing content. It was like some real serious stuff going on, and besides picking up the camera at the time. So that's another part of the reason why we've been gone and not been uploaded, because we had some real serious stuff going on that we have to really focus and take care of, make sure she was good, make sure he was good. And
in the womb,
yeah.
And making sure Gianna was good outside.
Yeah, it was just too much. So I feel like YouTube ain't paying me to pick up no camera for all that now.
Now I will say thank you God for our village because outside of my family, our TBR family, the birthing room family, shout out to our pastor for coming and sitting with me at the hospital. Yeah. One of my bestest friends also, Darielle, for coming and staying with me for the first couple of days outside the hospital.
Can't forget Darielle, that's right.
Yeah, because
can't forget her, she did.
Yeah, because since he was working, I was by myself. So for the first 2 days, she stayed and helped a lot with Gianna and me as well. So shout out to Pastor Sheree.
I know Darielle the one we've been praying.
She always in the video somewhere.
Yeah.
Pastor Sheree, Pastor Jamie, they all came up to the hospital, prayed for me. The church, the community that we're in, that was the reason why I brought up the church to begin with, this because this is our community. These are the people that actually was looking out for us, truthfully, when I was down outside of my family, and making sure that we were good, making sure baby was good, because it was really needed. Because like I said, he had started a new job. I was not planning on being in that situation, and so just to have a community like that, a God-fearing community that made sure that we was good, we're very thankful for that, for TBR for that.
Shout out to TBR, shout out to everybody that's there, shout out to the whole team that's there.
Yeah.
That came through and showed some love, and that was there to keep us calm and collected and cool and let us know that everything's gonna be all right.
Made me sit the rest of the time I was pregnant at church. And if you've never been to the birthing room, if you've never been to the birthing room, sitting down, it's not.
If you watching this and you're in Oklahoma City area, come to the birthing room. Come meet us there. Meet us there. Don't meet us there.
Yeah, because you can't just sit in the room. But even Pastor Sheree, she made me sit down all the time. Yeah. You good? You good? You good? You good? Like always. Even if she had the mic, she'd tell me to sit down. Like the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months that we were pregnant with Grayson, it wasn't a breeze per se, because obviously I was stretching, but it was definitely hard, but I was able to kind of get through it if it wasn't for prayer and family and spouse and community. The last few months were pretty much a breeze, as best as it could be with me getting bigger.
Yeah, it's true. It was a roller coaster for sure. It was a nice little test from God. But we thug it out and we tough it out and got it done. I mean, now look at it. We got a handsome little guy over here chilling. Everything came out. You okay? He's okay. So we're here now.
Tell him. Oh, so in March, because it's May now. In March, God had told us, first of all, God had told us a couple of months ago, back when we found out we was pregnant with him, that we weren't going to be raising him in that apartment we were living in.
Oh, yeah.
So, mind you, our lease was up in October last year. So, we were riding on faith. So, we were okay, we'll just sign another 6 months lease because we feel like we're not going to be here but we weren't for sure. We were just riding out on faith, hoping that the Lord would bless us with something. At the time, my husband had just started his job, so we was kind of basically living off of one income for the time being. So March of this year, mind you, my baby was just born. I had put into this message group. I was looking for a house. Actually, I had put it in there in February that we were looking for a house in the area that we were in. Nobody had messaged us about a house in our price range, what we wanted, and nobody. Come March, I get a message from this girl on Facebook in my private messages saying, asking us if we were still looking for a home because she was moving out and needed to be out by the beginning of April. And we discussed pricing, where she lived. We came to view the house, and it was everything we needed. Everything we needed. And she had to be out by March the 31st. Oh no, spring break.
Yes, spring. Yeah.
And it was gonna be eligible for listing for us to move in on April 1st. So we came to check it out, did all the paperwork. The Lord showed out.
Hallelujah.
So I went to church at the beginning of March. My husband was at work that Sunday. Talked to Pastor Sheree about it probably earlier that week, kind of telling her what was going on.
Make me shake.
Went to church. Pastor Sheree gave me a mic. Shout out to Pastor Sheree again for giving me a mic, even though I don't talk in front of a lot of people.
Is that the testimony?
It was crazy because people kept telling me to stop saying that. You can talk in front of people. I'm not a big, I'm a goofy person. I can talk to you one-on-one like this. But in front of people, holding a microphone with 200 people looking at you, 100 people looking at you, that is not my cup of tea. So she gave me the mic and said, tell them your testimony. So I told them about the house. The landlord approved us for the house, but told us that we had to make a certain amount of payment on the deposit on the house before we moved in by that Thursday. We had no idea how we was going to get the money.
Wasn't prepared at all.
At all. Had no idea how we were going to get the money. Told the testimony at TBR, the Lord led them to bless us with the deposit to pay the deposit on this house.
Come on now.
So
here's the kicker. Go ahead, finish it off.
When we got the money on that Sunday,
mm-hmm.
The deposit was placed by that Tuesday or Wednesday. Then we were able to move in.
Come on now.
What was you about to say? What's the kicker?
What was the kicker?
Uh-huh.
The kicker was, don't forget that we got blessed by the church, and then it went right back into.
Oh yes, that was the blessing. So the church blessed us with the deposit, and not even 30 seconds later, the money was replaced back into the church after they blessed us.
Come on now, if God ain't real, y'all better.
If God is not real, y'all cannot tell me that the Lord is not real.
Come on now.
The way the Lord be out here lording.
Come on now.
If y'all don't know him, y'all need to get to know him, because he's your best friend.
I mean, now we ain't mean to get all preachy and stuff like that, but this is
just our testimony and how our life has been panning out for the last 9 months. So
we went all in from going through all that with Grace and her pregnancy, the surgery, all that going on. Then
we didn't even talk about what happened to me while I was in the hospital. So y'all, mind you, my husband.
We didn't make a part 2.
No, but this is a part of, we just slept over this one. So I was in the hospital. My manager called me while I was on medication, told me that she was checking on me to make sure I was good. The Lord had been lording, okay? My husband had just started his new job. My boss called me right after my surgery, the next day, to tell me that I was getting a pay increase of $7 to $8 from what I was getting paid while in the hospital.
Come on, man. It was blessings on top of blessings, was going crazy. It was going crazy that time when you was from getting blessed for the house, and then from you giving birth, it was blessings after blessings. No, that's when the surgery. My bad. That's when you was surgery. You got that.
Yeah. So after the surgery, from the surgery on up until now, it's been different blessings at different times. Yeah. So that's just pretty much a part of our testimony. Is even when we feel like the Lord is not listening, He hears us. And
the closer you get to the Lord, the enemy try to attack you even more. So be aware of that. That is
very true.
Be aware of that. If you out there, if you can relate, you know. But if you haven't, once you get closer to the Lord, just be prepared for a fight and for war.
And just know that just because you have a relationship with the Lord, for people that think that it's supposed to be like this, I'm going to say this and we're going to move on. Just because you have a relationship with the Lord does not mean your life is going to get easier.
No.
Your life gets 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Which is why you need to press into your word even more.
Because just try to see, I feel like that's the test from God, try to see how loyal you is.
And the enemy is trying every time.
Yeah, and try to see how easy they can take you back from
where you was at.
Yep.
But fast forward, so we move in. Mind you, when we move in, I'm 37 weeks pregnant. I asked my doctor, can I help move? She said, you can direct. And guess what I did?
Right there. That's what she did.
direct.
And direct. That's all she can do. That's the best she can. She was happy to get that from her doctor. The doctor said all I can do is direct. So I need that couch over there. I need that chair and stuff right there.
Okay. Because everybody at the time
put that in the room.
Was protecting the baby, okay? And protecting me.
Yeah.
So we moved in here, fully moved in April the 6th. Today is May the 3rd. So we've been here for almost a month. We got the keys the 31st of March.
Come on now. Amen.
Baby boy was born 2 weeks ago.
We needed this space, man. This space is way much space.
He came out big.
We gotta walk a whole mile to get to the other side of the house, I feel like. That's what I call it. At least that's how I feel. I feel like this.
Gianna's not ready to sleep in her room because it's too far from her parents.
She about to start.
But that's how far away her room is from our room. But Grayson was born April 16th at 11:08 p.m. 8 pounds 4 ounces, 20 and a half inches long, healthy. Our labor we'll have to share that experience later at a later time because it's probably getting too long.
Yeah.
But he's very healthy. I'm doing better. We're on maternity leave and paternity leave right now, enjoying our time with the baby and a little bit of each other.
So if y'all want to see, I would say, if y'all want to see part 2
her labor. I mean, I guess you guys have pretty much seen most of the labor.
I did
I didn't explain. I haven't got a chance to really explain the process.
You haven't. The after and all. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot for that too. So if this video can get up to at least, I would say, what you think, 20 likes? 20 likes. You come back with the part 2 of that.
Yeah.
Sorry for saying she wants, you know what I'm saying? Because she want. Well, we both can speak on it, but she want to actually physically experience the issue that was going on. But 20 likes, we'll get back on her and she could talk about it. We could talk about the whole experience, how I felt about it too as well. Because of course, whatever she feel, I'm gonna feel. However she, that's gonna make me.
Whatever she feel, I'm gonna feel.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll come back with part 2 of that. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That's pretty much how our life been.
That's why we haven't really been. There was a whole bunch of content that we really did want to drop while I was pregnant. Like the watermelon one, the contraction one. Like there's a lot of ones that we wanted to put out. But just pregnancy in general was really rough on me this time around versus when I was pregnant with Gianna. Even though I didn't we didn't film a lot of Gianna's pregnancy, Grayson's pregnancy was a lot harder than Gianna's was, just because of all the different things that were going on, the surgery, not being able to eat, and all the other stuff. So we can talk more about that in the next video. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all give it a fat thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. I'm sure you'll see it somewhere at the bottom of your screen next to the thumbs up button, so go ahead and press it. If you enjoy this content and want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit us up. Hit those bells to make sure you get notified every time I drop a video. But other than that, I think this is the end of the video.
We this close to 1K, y'all. Push it. Come on, share the content, man. Share it. Come on, tell a friend to share it. Put them on to the Fish World Family Gang. Tell them to join us. And we lit over here. And we pour love to y'all. Make sure y'all pour love into us. And without further ado, you got something?
No, that's it.
Roll to 100K, man. I'm telling y'all. We're going to get that plaque. I'm going to keep speaking it. I feel it. This is it.
Yeah, peace.
This video probably like 2 hours long already.
No.
All right.
Let's see y'all in the next one.
All right. Peace.
Oh. This is Gianna's favorite part. Bye, y'all.
Oh.